What's up, guys? Teacher Paul here, and today we are reacting to a coffee request. I know it's confusing. It's a food request through coffee, through Buy Me a Coffee. This is Whiplash saying, this is our daily food video. We normally end our live stream here on Twitch on a food video. So come join us. And sometimes we have lunch together too. So that's another food video. That's always like a behind the scenes or a bonus material that you can only get when you're live with me. From 12 p.m. Scandinavian time until 8 p.m. I'm live every day, Monday to Friday. Whiplash says, we have our usual household Norwegian Taco Friday. I remember there's this meme that I reacted to that they talk about the Taco Friday. Anyways, but this is a video about a Norwegian taco that has existed for long before that, called Mor. Not many actually knows of it, but it's so delicious. Okay, so let me know if you are Scandinavian and you don't know about Mor. Mor, M-O-R-R. Thank you so much, Stans. Thank you so much, and congratulations for the gifted. You can now watch as a sub. W, thank you, Whiplash. Okay, guys, so let's check this out. New Scandinavian cooking. How to make a Norwegian taco with Andreas Viestad. This is from the channel New Scandinavian Cooking. Link is in the description if you want to check it out without my reaction. Let's go. Let's check this one out. Actually, let's make it a big screen, right? Why not?
It's taco time, Norwegian style. As I said, taco originated here in Lesja in the middle of Norway.
What?
That said,
it originated? Wait, what are the Mexicans saying then about this? What?
Lesja in the middle of Norway. That said, taco probably originated at least a dozen places around the world. Here the dish is called mor.
Mor.
It does look quite familiar. This is their tortilla of the region. Looks like a tortilla, tastes pretty much like a tortilla. It's made with barley. It's delicious.
Barley.
And I'm going to make mor that is halfway between the traditional mor of this region and a Mexican taco. And it always starts with pork. Here I've got two very different cuts of pork.
So, okay, we're going to do a dad joke. When you're finished, do you normally say, can I have more, please? See what I did there? Yeah, see what I did there? Yeah, I think that's an obvious joke, isn't it? Or do you want more? No, I'll have a normal taco. Oh man, that sucks.
About 2 pounds, 900 grams of pork neck, about 450 grams, 1 pound of pork belly.
Pork belly is so good.
Cook the meat in a generous amount of delicious mountain butter.
That is generous, all right.
Start off at relatively high temperature to sear the meat and start some of the browning processes, and then reduce to medium. We're
nice.
Adding
we hit the hype train. Thank you so much for participating.
Lots of onions as well to caramelize with the meat. That was 2 onions chopped, and the next ingredients are thyme and a little bit of patience.
I thought he was actually talking about the thyme, you know, as in the herb. Or do you say herb? Do you guys say herbs or herbs? Time and patience.
After about an hour of stirring, the meat is nicely browned. Most of the onions have collapsed. They're wonderfully sweet. The next phase of the cooking process is to add some flavors. First, and perhaps most important, wild oregano. I'm also adding some spices, not these hot...
Wait, wild oregano? I've never seen oregano in its true form. I've only seen it, you know, the normal dried up oregano.
No. I'm also adding some spices, not these hot Mexican spices, but spices that have a much more Nordic connection. Caraway. It is the most important spice used in Scandinavian aquavit, but also grows wild in parts of the country. It's more exotic cousin, cumin. Allspice, very popular in Norway about a century ago, but it seems to have gone out of fashion. I like it a lot. Then cloves, should really just use one because it's quite pungent.
It is.
I'm using 2.
I don't know if I like cloves, to be honest. Like, I don't really like it. Like, I remember there's like a dish, I think it's rice pudding or sweet rice, I don't know, where they add this. And I remember I chewed on it by mistake and I never wanted to have cloves ever again.
And I pounded until I got a...
Okay, thank you for joining, Durga. See you tomorrow. Have a great sleep.
coarse mixture. And a pinch of salt. And it's starting to smell wonderful, not just from the meat, but also from the oregano and the spices.
Dude, he said a pinch of salt, but he kind of threw that block in one place. That's going to be a very salty area right there. Look at that. Look at that. I thought he was going to do like a actual pinch and then just spread it out. But now he has to mix very well. Otherwise, that one piece is going to be so salty.
Well, not just from the meat, but also from the oregano and the spices. I'll be adding some sweetness as well. Heather honey
that?
From the area.
Honey?
And with the sweetness, I think it's always nice to have a little bit of acidity. This here is beer vinegar. You can also use malt vinegar.
Actually, honey is really good with pork.
Thing, I'm adding some mushroom extract. This here is a Norwegian product, but if you can't find that, you can also use a tablespoon or so of dried mushrooms, for instance, porcini.
Nice.
You can find all the recipes at our website, newscancook.com.
New what? Skank?
In addition to the meat, I'm adding some shredded cabbage, some shredded kale, a little bit of leek, some mild potato chunks, boiled potatoes.
Yeah, I want to have some tacos now.
This here is actually
Norwegian
the
tacos.
Greens of caraway before it's starting to grow seeds.
Some
if you
more.
can't find that, you can use fresh dill. A little bit of the delicious sour cream from the mountains here. And these tiny oregano flowers. Here it is, taco in Norwegian. It is pronounced mor.
Mor. He's eating it like a pancake. Dude is eating it like a pancake. That's how you eat a taco. But anyways, just the whole tortilla is already big for a taco. But this is more like a gourmet type of taco, isn't it? Look at the finished product. It's too much green. Dang. He made a gourmet taco. With that said, guys, thank you for showing me this. I am hungry right now, and I'm probably gonna go for a taco now. Let's try to do it Scandinavian style. And yeah, honey, if you've never tried it, I've tried it before, adding honey to pork, especially pork belly. It gives it more of a caramelized taste. It's actually pretty good. If you've never tried it, try honey. Even if you're doing it in the air fryer, you know, season your pork belly just with salt, and then towards the end, add some honey. It'll give you that kind of like caramelized taste to it. Or even if you add sugar, pretty cool. But with that said, guys, thank you for sharing this with me. Don't forget to join me on Twitch. If you want to go over to Twitch, I'm live right now. Request a video just like Whiplash did, or just click over here to see my other food reactions. Take care, guys. Tusen tack. Bye-bye.